One time I was in Australia and had to take a big crap, but couldn't find anywhere to poop. I ended up in the gutter taking the best shit I've ever taken on record. It was so good that I passed out, I thought. But then I woke up and found the most amazing women staring at me with big smiles and no clothes on. I wanted to be them. So I asked them if they were married. They smiled even bigger and said that they weren't married, but they were my sisters and that I should move on because this was a new day and a new town and we'd help each other out. Then they took my hand and walked me to their car. It was the best day of my life. Once I was flying across the Atlantic and I felt the tiniest little tear. I looked in my eye shade and there were tears on it. I asked the flight attendant to change it for me and she did. It was the first time I'd ever seen my eye shade with tears on it. What the fuck is going on? Yo, what's up, Jerry? Oh my god. It could be the best cookie versus the best muffin. Oh, dude. One time, I had no idea tears could even enter the airplane. One time I went on a date with a beautiful girl, but it ended when I got in a drunken fight with her at the bar. When I woke up in her bed, I noticed she was wearing my pants. Another time I was in Japan and went to this sushi bar, and when I ordered my food, I asked the chef how he made it. I learned that he used a special technique where he cooked his food on fire and he served it to me. I ate all of it. One time in a restaurant, I tried to open a car door with my foot and got shocked. The shock went up my leg into my chest, and from my chest to my neck, where it left a permanent scar. I got drunk and told the waiter about it, and he didn't even flinch. He said that nothing could have stopped me from opening the door. What the fuck is that? This is stupid. I knew that he was lying because it would have hurt, but I was drunk. One time I got drunk at a strip club and took my shirt off, and they told me that I looked like a cartoon character. That was weird. I had no idea what they were talking about. Another time I was in Canada, and the waitress was carrying a tray of drinks on her head, and she asked me if I wanted one. I got a beer and drank it in 2 gulps. I asked her if she was going to carry it for the rest of her life, and she said no. Once I had just gotten out of jail and asked a stranger where I could buy some socks. He told me that I could buy them at a store down the street. I told him that it sounded like a long walk, and he told me it wasn't that far, and that he'd walk with me. So we did. But then we got to the store. He told me it was the wrong socks. Oh, dude. SF, do you want me to write that in there? There's no best cookie or muffin. I think chocolate chips up there, man. Alright, hold on. I want to continue this story until it gets boring. Wait, where were we? And then I could buy them at another store down the street. I thought he was trying to rip me off, and I told him that he'd never find that store. But he said that I could walk there and he'd help me find it. And so I got the socks I wanted, and we walked to the store and I got some beer too. It was the best day of my life. One time I was having a bath, but I had an allergy and my face got swollen and started itching. I got a washcloth and told the guy that I had a sore on my face, and he gave me some soap and got me a towel. I took a bath and got my face clean. I asked him if he was a doctor, and he said he wasn't, but that he had helped a lot of people. I told him that my face had gotten better. He smiled and he told me that it was a miracle, and I should consider myself blessed. Keep going. That made me so happy. I gave him my cell phone number. The one time I was in just a different story every sentence. One time I was in a bar and a girl came in and asked if I wanted to dance. I didn't want to, so I told her no. But she said that the music was a slow song, and if I danced with her, it would be the saddest song ever written. I thought, I'm going to dance because I don't want to be sad. But she led me by the hand to the dance floor. I wanted to leave, but she wouldn't let me go. So I danced and we sang and she kissed me. She told me that she was my soulmate and I was her lover. She also told me to stop being such a pussy and go out with some real girls. fucking do this story, man. One time at a restaurant, I asked for a glass of water. I drank the whole glass without asking any questions. One time, wait, hold on, what's the last one? Jerry, it's like an AI that you enter a prompt and it tries to complete the story based on what you typed. One time I was in the bathroom and I didn't want to put any of my clothes on. So I started taking them off and throwing them in the toilet. I heard a noise and realized that there was someone in the bathroom. So I said, "Can I ask you something?" And the guy told me, "Sure." And I said, "Is there any way that you can make that toilet? Is there any way that you can make that toilet beep? It's been sitting there for an hour and I need to go to the bathroom." And he told me he didn't know, but that I should make noise if I needed to. I told him, "How can I make it beep?" And he told me to open the tap. I did, and the toilet started beeping like crazy. I went to the bathroom and I didn't make any noise. And then I told him that he should have said something. One time I was on a plane and the stewardess offered me a soda. I said thanks, but no. And she told me that there was a flight attendant by the name of Mike that had died of a liver problem and that I should drink a soda to honor his memory. I thought that maybe she was trying to get me drunk, so I told her that she could drink one if she wanted to. Then I had a glass of soda. It tasted awful. I told her she had to drink some too, and she did. Oh my god. I can't breathe. One time I asked a guy if he wanted to hang out with me. He said that he did. So we went to this store and bought some beer. And then I asked him if he wanted to buy me some shoes. He asked me if I would be wearing them. I told him no. And he told me he thought I was too good looking to be wearing socks. And he said that he didn't want to be a dick, but that I needed to have a pair. I told him that I would do it, but that he needed to help me because I couldn't drive. And so he got me home and showed me how to use the seatbelt. I thanked him and told him he was my hero. Then he showed me how to lock the door. And then he told me he was going to give me a hug. And then I was going to give him a hug. But then he gave me a hug. And then he got on top of me. And then I got this stomachache. So I asked him to stop because I thought I was going to get sick. But then he said that it would be good for my abs. He gave me a deep kiss. And then I knew that it was over. I can't. I can't. I don't know, but I need to see where this is going. It's good for your abs, dude. It's good for your abs. It's okay. Holy fuck. One time I asked a guy I was dating. Okay, hold on. Holy crap, dude. I'm literally in tears. One time I asked the guy I was dating to put on a pair of boxers, and I was expecting some music to come on or something. But he told me that he didn't have any music on. I told him that I had to pee, but he said no, because I didn't. I told him that I really had to go, but he told me that I was going to have a bad time, and I did. He didn't help me. He didn't try to. He didn't say that it was going to be okay. And I started crying. And he told me to stop crying. And then I peed myself. And he told me it was too late for me to go. And then I made him take me home. That was so sad. How did we get here from Australia? We had to take a shit in Australia. I just want to remind everybody that we started in Australia in the gutter, taking the best shit I've ever taken on record. Oh my god. One time I was at a party and there was a huge spider web hanging from the ceiling. And when I tried to touch it, the spider web broke, and the spider came down and bit me, and I screamed. And everyone told me that I needed to be quiet, but I couldn't. It hurt so bad. I felt like I was going to die. And then I started yelling for help, and my friend said, "What are you talking about? There's no spider on this floor. It's only a spider web. There's no spider in here." I asked him what I should do, and he told me to calm down. So I asked him to help me, and he put his hand over my mouth, and then he started punching me in the face. And then I stopped being a pussy, and I bit him. And then I started punching him in the face. And then the police came, and I told them I was being attacked. And then my friend had been bitten by a spider. I love when it includes the fucking, like, stop being a pussy randomly. Oh my god, this guy just, I apparently I straight up lied. One time I was in a movie theater, and I got so excited watching a superhero movie that I got the urge to do a butt cheek check. I looked down and my cheeks were covered with poo. I told the people next to me that I had just... Oh, man. I had just done a butt cheek check, and they said they knew about it. And holy fuck. And then I shouldn't have done it in front of the whole theater. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know if I can read this. It's too fucking funny. What am I supposed to do now? Sit down? So I sat down. And then I realized that my pants were also poo covered. So then I stood up and went to the bathroom and I washed my pants. And then I went back to the theater. And I was so embarrassed. I told my friends that I couldn't sit with them. And then I thought that I had pooped myself. So I went home to change. And then I was supposed to go to a funeral. But I didn't go. I'm gonna have a heart attack on stream. Oh, you guys ever get the urge to do a butt cheek check? Holy fuck! This whole story just is incredible, dude. One time I asked the guy out for a date. He said that he wasn't a dog and that he wouldn't ask me to bring some other guys along. I asked him if I should bring a friend, and he said that he wasn't a pimp. It wasn't his business. I asked him to tell me the rules, and he said that I could bring anybody I wanted as long as they didn't hit on me. I thought, this is going to be awesome. I asked him, where should we go? And he said, I don't care. And then he gave me his address, so I picked up some of my friends and we went to his house. When I got there, I thought that it would be cool to see what his house looked like, but I couldn't get in. So I went and knocked on the door. And then he came to the door. He said, oh, hi, come on in. So I walked in and got on the floor and started laughing. I said, guys, this is my boyfriend, David. And then I said, guys, I need to go. And then I took off and I went home. That one was fucking terrible. Holy Christ. Oh, my God. My head is hurting from laughing so hard. It's like one big... ad lib. One time I was on a date and he said, let's go to my room. So we went to his room and I said, it smells good. And he was so happy. And he told me that the guys in his room were so great and I needed to go. So then I went back to my apartment and then he came to my door and I said, you're not allowed to come in. I need to be alone. So then he was all upset. And then I started crying because I felt bad for him. So then I put on my pajamas and I was walking around the apartment naked, crying. And then I said that I couldn't go outside because it was too cold. And then I went to the bathroom and I said, I'm going to bed now. I'm going to go to bed now. And then I told myself that I was going to stay up and look at my phone. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up and I was still there. I thought, what am I doing? That one was bad too. If this one's bad, I'm putting a new prompt in. My head is absolutely killing me. One time I met a girl online. I thought she was really hot. I thought she would be my girlfriend. We started talking, and then we started talking about boobs. Our boobs. I thought that we would start going to the gym and working out and stuff like that. But then she asked if she could touch my boobs. I didn't really like that idea. So I said, no, you can't. I don't want you to. So then she said that she would go home and think about it. So I was like, well, good. Thanks for being honest. And then she started crying. And I told her that I thought she was a lesbian. And then she told me that she wasn't. Poop, cry, beat up someone in his sex. Oh, hold on. This might get good again. One time I thought that the girl I had a crush on was going to break up with her boyfriend and that we could date. And then I went to the supermarket, and when I went into the store, her boyfriend was there. I started playing with my phone, and I started looking at her boyfriend's Facebook page. And then I saw his picture on there, and I got really excited. And then I asked her if she was okay, and she told me that she was. It keeps going back to that. I told her that I wanted to break up with her boyfriend, and that it wasn't going to happen. And then she said, and then she said that she thought that I was crazy, and I told her that I knew what I was doing and that I couldn't help her. That I could help her. And then I asked if she would like to see what was on his Facebook page. She said yes, and I showed her his picture. And then she got very excited, and then she was very quiet. And then she took her phone and she looked at the picture. And then I asked if I could kiss her, and she said yes. And then we did. And then we were very happy. I kissed the girl I liked, and I liked her, and I was happy. It was the most wonderful day of my life. Hold on, this story continues. We might need a new prompt. Oh, is it over? No!